Rabbitohs!
G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video, I am going to be going over my round 2 tips. Now, if you're watching this video, that means that unfortunately, I've had to record this on Friday afternoon before the Tigers Knights game and schedule it to be uploaded later this week, early next week after this round of footy. The reason I've had to do that is because I live in southeast Queensland. We're currently going through a cyclone, or it's the day before the cyclone's supposed to hit. So just in case I either lose power, run out of time, or there's other technical issues, I'm getting this done now. So yeah, I don't know what happened for the rest of the weekend, whether there was injuries, any of that, not too sure. So if you are seeing this and I unfortunately haven't been able to re-record the video, then for one, I do apologise. It was out of my control. And two, if there are changes, I will drop them down below in the comments. Now guys, if you are new to my channel or you enjoy my content, you watch my videos, but you're not subscribed, please hit that sub button. About 88% of people that watch my content aren't subscribed, guys. It takes 2 seconds. Hit that sub button. It'll mean the absolute world to me, and it really helps the growth of the channel and all that good stuff. All right, but without further ado, we're going to jump into this one and we're going to try and do these tips for round 2. After this, obviously, we'll revert back to normal, and I'll probably upload or record at least on a Sunday arvo and upload either Sunday evening or Monday morning. But this one's a little bit different, so we're just going to do what we can do. And yeah, I hope you guys understand and enjoy this one. It'll be a lot quicker than what my normal tipping ones are as well. All right, so first game, Knights against Dolphins. Obviously, I don't know what happened today, whether the Tigers beat the Knights or the Rabbitohs beat the Dolphins or vice versa. I'm not too sure. So in this one, I think this is a tough game to tip, because obviously I don't know who beat who today. As I said, I think at full strength, like the Knights here, they'll be playing in Newcastle. Obviously, we've got no real... Actually, the Knights have won 3 out of the 4 games they've played against. I think the Knights probably do win that one, to be fair. So I'm going to back in Newey there. I'm going to say Newcastle win that one 1-12. I think it'll be pretty close. Anytime try scorers for this game. For the Knights, I'm going to say Kalen Ponga scores. Pretty easy prediction there. And then Jermaine Asako for the Dolphins. So that's my tip for the first one. For the second game, we got the Warriors taking on the Seagulls. This one is over in New Zealand. When they play each other, they've played a total of 40 games. Seagulls have won 26, Warriors have won 13. Manly have won 1 and lost 1 in the last 3 games. There was also 1 draw. This one's going to be interesting. The Warriors were horrible in Vegas. Obviously, I haven't seen Manly yet, but Manly seemed pretty good in the trials for the most part. I'm going to go with Manly here. I do think Manly will be too good. After what the Warriors dished up, it's very disappointing. And they might go back to New Zealand and change a lot to fix their problems, but you just don't know with the Warriors. I'm not too sure. So I am going to back in Manly here. That tip could change, though. Obviously, any of these tips could realistically change before kickoff on the Thursday night there. So, yeah, Manly win this one. I'm going to say we'll see a try come through. I'm trying to think. Obviously, I don't know team list either. So, I'm going to say Ali Leatawa for the Warriors. And for Manly, I'm going to say Ruben Garrick. All right, for the Panthers and Roosters game here, this one's easy. I don't really need to talk about it too much. I think the Panthers win this. Manly beat the Warriors. I'm going to say 1-12, though, because it is in New Zealand. Panthers, Roosters. I think Panthers win this 13+, and I actually think they could put 60 on the Roosters. The Roosters were horrible last night against the Broncos. They were absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I don't think there's a hope in hell the Roosters win this game. I think it'd be an absolute miracle if they did. And I'm actually going to give 2 try scorers from the Panthers, because I don't know if the Roosters scores, maybe a Dom Young, but I doubt it. I'm going to say for the Panthers, if Brian To'o is back, I think he'll score a try. And I'm going to say Isaac Tungo to score as well. All right, the first of the Saturday games, we've got the St. George Illawarra Dragons taking on my South Sydney Rabbitohs. Again, I don't know if there's any injuries in this game. I'm not too sure, but at the end of the day, I'm always going to back in my Rabbitohs anyway. I'm going to say Rabbitohs win this one by 8. I think it will be obviously a 1-12 margin. I don't see the Rabbitohs putting 13 plus on the Dragons. I don't see the Dragons putting 13 plus on the Rabbitohs in this one. Rabbitohs, unless there's more injuries this weekend, they're only missing Latrell and Cameron Murray, which are massive losses, don't get me wrong. But we've still got a pretty good team. Like, I'm pretty confident that we can still beat a lot of teams with the squad we've got. It's just going to get boosted a lot more when Latrell eventually returns. Jai Gray's an amazing fill-in for Latrell as well. He'll do a job there. I'm confident of that. So I do think Rabbitohs can win this one. For anytime try scorers for the Dragons, I'm going to go Val Holmes. And for the Rabbitohs, I'm going to go Cody Walker. All right. The second of the Saturday games, we've got the Sharks against the Cowboys. I believe Cronulla actually played really well in North Queensland. They lost their last meeting in North Queensland, 30 points to 22. But I do believe they play quite well up there. So I am going to back in the Sharkies in this one. I think Sharks win that one 1-12. I do think the Cowboys put up a little bit more of a fight at home. So Sharkies win this one 1-12. I'm going to say anytime try scorers for the Sharks, Ronaldo Mulatalo. And for the Cowboys, if he plays well this weekend and is still in the team, I'm going to say Jackson Purdue scores anytime there for the Cowboys. All right, next up, we've got the Canberra Raiders against the Brisbane Broncos. Last of the Saturday games, this one is. And if we look at the games played, 40 games played, 16 for the Raiders, 23 for the Broncos. So the Broncos do have a better record against the Raiders here, and they have won 2 of their last 3 games against Canberra. I don't think there's too much I can add to that from those stats. I think this is a game the Raiders could win. I really do. Like, the Broncos were phenomenal against the Roosters. They were incredible. But the Raiders were really good against the Warriors as well. So this is a tough one to tip. I think in Canberra, the Raiders can upset the Broncos, though. So I'm going to back in the Raiders here. I think, look, the Broncos realistically probably should win this game with the team they've got. But Ricky's Raiders are resilient. The 3 R's. Ricky's Raiders, resilient. Love it. So, I think the Raiders do get the job done here. But I think it'll be a real close 1-12 sort of margin there. And I'm going to go Xavier. Is he out? I'm not sure. I think Xavier Savage is out. So we'll go Tamale. Scored in the last game, I believe. Maybe? I can't remember now. Vegas was that long ago. And the Broncos, I think we'll see Selwyn Cobbo score another try. Pretty simple one there. All right, for the Eels. So we've got the first of the Sunday games, the Eels against the Tigers. Eels are 69% favoured to win this one. Yeah, the Eels have been better when they play the Tigers. This is a different Tigers side, man. This is a different one. No Mitch Moses for Parramatta as well. I'm actually going to tip another upset here. I'm going to back in the Tigers to beat the Eels. I know it's played, I believe it's played at Combank, so Parramatta should win that one, but I'm going the upset here. I'm backing in the Tigers. I reckon they can get the job done. I'm going another 1-12 win there. All right, and to wrap up the weekend, we've got the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs taking on the Gold Coast Titans. They've actually won 12 apiece in the 24 games they've played. So that is interesting. The Doggies have won 2 of their last 3 games against the Titans, though, with the most recent meeting being 32-0 against the Titans. So I do think the Bulldogs win this one. I think this will be I think it'll be close. I think it'll be a 1-12 margin. I don't think the Bulldogs blow the Titans out. I think it'll be a relatively high scoring game, like maybe a 40 to 50 point total in this one. And I'm going to say, so Bulldogs 1-12. I'm going to say that who am I going to? I'm going to say Cherry scores a try there for the Dogs. And for the Titans, if he's playing, Alofiana Khan-Pereira scores for them. So my tips for round 2 are as followed. Knights beating the Dolphins 1-12. Manly beating the Warriors 1-12. Panthers 13 plus over the Roosters. Rabbitohs 1-12 over the Dragons. Sharks 1-12 over the Cowboys. Raiders 1-12 over the Broncos. Tigers 1-12 over the Eels. And Bulldogs 1-12 over the Titans. Let me know your tips down below in the comments, guys. And if you are seeing this, hopefully all is well up here in Queensland. Anybody that lives up here, I hope nothing major's happened to your property or yourself. Please let me know in the comments how you are faring up here in southeast Queensland or northern New South Wales. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, if you could hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.